Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. GoldRush Season 16 Finale Recap. Klondike Showdown, freezing temperatures closing in, time running out and millions of dollars on the line. GoldRush Season 16 ended with one of the most intense finales in recent years. As winter prepared to shut down operations across the Yukon, Parker Schnabel, Tony Beets, Rick Ness and Kevin Beets made one final push to finish strong. The finale opened with a rare calm moment in Dawson City, where Parker Schnabel, Tony Beets and Rick Ness shared drinks before returning to their claims. While the atmosphere looked relaxed, everyone understood the reality. The competition had never been tougher. With gold prices nearing $4,000 per ounce, every ounce mattered. For Parker Schnabel, the final days became a race against both time and nature. Frozen ground threatened to stop production at any moment, leaving no room for delays. Determined to challenge Tony for the top spot, Parker pushed his operation harder than ever, running all 4 wash plants in a massive final effort. His leadership team once again played a critical role. Mitch Blaschke, Tyson Lee, Brennan Roald, and the rest of Parker's crew carried enormous pressure during the final stretch. Big Red and the Golden Goose continued running at the Golden Mile, while Bob worked the bridge cut. At Ken and Stewart's ground, Roxanne delivered steady production. Then came one of the biggest moments of the finale. Big Red suffered serious motor issues during the most critical part of the season. A breakdown at this stage could have cost Parker everything. But Parker's operation had an advantage few miners possess: access to an aircraft for emergency supply runs. A replacement part was flown in from Whitehorse, allowing the mechanics to repair Big Red and get it back online just in time. It was a perfect example of how much Parker's operation has grown over the years, from a young miner trying to prove himself to the owner of one of the largest mining operations in the Klondike. Mitch Blaschke also proved once again why he remains one of the most respected members of Parker's team. While preparing ground for next season, Mitch worked nearly non-stop despite equipment issues and worsening weather. Even after damaging a ripper tooth on his bulldozer, he kept pushing until the job was complete. When the final gold weigh-in took place, the results were impressive. Roxanne, 94.90 ounces * bridge cut, 103.75 ounces * Big Red plus Golden Goose, 307.95 ounces * that brought Parker Schnabel's season total to an incredible 10,596.45 ounces, worth approximately $42 million. For most seasons that total would easily secure first place. But Tony Beets had other plans. As always, Tony operated with relentless intensity. Running multiple wash plants around the clock, he pushed his crew to maximize every possible ounce before winter arrived. At the early bird cut extension, operations continued under heavy pressure, while additional plants stayed active at Paradise Hill. Of course, Tony's season finale came with its usual chaos. A flipped truck created another dangerous situation, and later one of the wash plants suffered a major shutdown due to backed-up tailings and motor problems. Production was halted for nearly 8 hours. Despite the setbacks, Tony's crew kept moving. At the final weigh-ins, the results were huge. Plant 1, 202.18 ounces * sluice operation, 266.96 ounces * Paradise Hill, 132.12 ounces * final cleanup, 417.36 ounces * that final cleanup changed everything. Tony Beets finished season 16 with an astonishing 11,231 ounces, worth roughly $45 million. Once again, Tony defended his crown as the king of the Klondike. While Parker and Tony battled for mining supremacy, Rick Ness delivered one of the most emotional storylines of the finale. Rick entered the final week needing more than 400 ounces to hit his 1,800-ounce goal. Reaching that target would not only save his season but also secure bonuses for his crew. Unlike Parker and Tony, Rick operated with a smaller team and fewer resources. Every setback carried massive consequences. In a final gamble, Rick returned to Lightning Creek to process remaining pay dirt. But almost immediately, trouble hit when a failed feed pump caused equipment problems and nearly shut everything down. With no room left for mistakes, everything depended on the final cleanup. The emotional weight of the moment was clear. Rick's crew had stayed loyal through a difficult season filled with setbacks, uncertainty, and financial pressure. When the final weigh-in finally happened, the result was exactly what Rick needed. Rick's final weigh-in came in at 431.91 ounces, pushing his total to 1,811.56 ounces, worth over $7.2 million. He had done it. After one of the toughest seasons of his career, Rick Ness reached his goal and proved he still belongs among the top miners in the Yukon. Kevin Beats also closed the season with an important chapter in his journey. This year, Kevin focused on establishing himself as an independent mine boss rather than simply operating under the Beats family legacy. His goal was ambitious: 2,000 ounces. With time running out, Kevin made a final push to increase production. But the decision quickly backfired. Equipment failures, blown fuel lines, and damaged injectors created serious problems. Fortunately, replacement parts were located and repairs kept the operation alive. At the final weigh-in, Kevin's final 3 weeks delivered 376.16 ounces, bringing his season total to 1,591 ounces, worth approximately $6.3 million. Although he fell short of his goal, the season still represented major progress. Kevin gained valuable experience, survived a difficult year, and proved he has the potential to build something significant on his own. By the end of the finale, Season 16 delivered one of the strongest endings in GoldRush history. Tony Beats once again proved why he remains one of the most dominant miners in the Klondike. Parker Schnabel pushed his empire to extraordinary heights but still came up short. Rick Ness completed an inspiring comeback. Kevin Beats showed growth and resilience despite setbacks. Perhaps the most surprising part of the finale was Parker's outcome. For years, Parker has been seen as the future of large-scale modern mining. Organized, efficient, aggressive, and constantly expanding. Many believed this would be the season he fully reclaimed dominance. Instead, Tony reminded everyone why experience still matters. Even with more than